Okay. So I guess that was part 1. Now we're on part 2 of the program. Because it just stopped. And I was just saying, let's keep it a buck about the natives that which we were just speaking on. So once again, subscribe, share, like, but mostly share. Because the likes mean nothing because the algorithms don't even acknowledge that no more really, you know? So it's more on the share. Okay? And Cash App once again is $CHAKABIN. And you'll see my face come up with my government. Alright? Alright. And back to what Brother Dr. Carr is saying. So he say, he was talking about the dispossessing of Native Americans of their land and enslaving black people, which basically they took the Native Americans who was of this land and reclassified them as Negroes, enslaved them here, sent them all over the world, Caribbean, everywhere else, just as though they were bringing slaves from Africa. It was a circular thing going on. That's what Dane Calloway is talking about, you know. And I ain't gonna get too deep into Dane because sometimes Dane loses me, but I like him and I love him and I like what he's trying to do. But in a nutshell, that's what he's saying. There was a major circulation going on. But most of those slaves came straight from here, and I will agree with that. Because the technology back then could not possibly bring no 15 million slaves over from no damn Africa. Where were your provisions going to go on that boat? Where were you going to put all your cargo on that boat to keep those people alive? It took about damn near 6 months to get from over there to here. Excuse me. So let's just keep it a buck on the reality and the truth and the fact about it all. You know, there's no way you could bring over 15 million slaves from no damn Africa back there on no damn sailboats. And them boats weren't that big like these damn ships today. If you took one of them little punk ass sailboats and put it against one of these ships today, you probably wouldn't see it. It'd be like a little dinghy out there in the ocean. Trust and believe. All right. The fact. Now, see, this is what Brother Tariq Nasheed will see that this brother's on point with a lot of things, and I dig what he's saying. He say, the fact that there was a Greenwood district in the result of the forced relocation of black folk, sketching back as early as the Second and Third Seminole Wars. See, Brother Tariq is not only looking for a museum in L.A., and your brother should help try to, you know, donate and help wherever way we can, because we need anything for us, man, that's going to bring out the real and truth about us so we can have it there for generations to come. Because like the brother say, and I've been telling people a long time, in 100 years, Martin Luther King is going to be a white man. All right? Watch and see. Okay? And it's going to be that one little black kid that's going to have that old photo of King, and it's been told and it's been passed down from verbal history. Because a lot of our history is verbal. It's been passed down, passed down, passed down. You know, because they have our history and they hide it or they destroy it. That's how Napoleon was burned up all those libraries over in Egypt and Timbuktu. You know, because he was trying to destroy knowledge that gave us a more superior intellect than they ever thought they ever had. Alright? So, those Seminole Wars, you know, which Seminoles were black people. Those were the Indians, you know. The Seminoles were a miscreant, black Native Indian tribes that were miscreant tribes, along with black slaves who escaped, and they made their own tribes called Seminoles. You know, while y'all looking at the yeah, okay. So, you know, they say driving them out of Florida with the Creek and the Seminoles, the black Seminoles. He said to the Final Call magazine, he was talking about the blacks. See, once again, all right? He said the Tulsa Race Massacre hearing shows that white supremacy is on its deathbed and is fighting to survive, and that black people demands for reparations puts America on trial. America should be on trial. And should have been on trial a long time ago. Because now, this thing is like about almost 25 to 30 trillion dollars in debt for you. And each year you go on, it occurs. That one, I keep telling you, I think I'm joking. That 40 acres in a mule, that $100 has occurred. That $100 is every bit of 2.2 million or more right now. That mule is about 4 tractor trailers right now in today's time. 4 brand new tractor trailers. That 40 acres, if you want to get technical, is about damn near 500 acres now. Okay? But we ain't gonna bust you in the head for that. Give everybody 80 acres and we're good with that. Alright. Now, a reparations demand isn't based on what you think you can get. I want y'all to hear this good. Now, this is Brother Dr. Greg Carr, Chief of the Africana Studies Department at Howard University. This brother's there right now, okay? Across town somewhere from me. I go past Howard almost frequently. So, what this brother is saying is, and I want y'all to hear this good, particularly you Democrats and all you old niggas who like selling us out, the Jim Crow James Clyburns, you know? All you fools who've been in politics for years, Maxine Waters ain't done shit. God, 20, 30 years in there, ain't done nothing. What y'all been doing all that time? Just sitting there selling the soap for them white supremacists and caking your pockets up. You know? But you're gonna have to answer for that to the Most High. Why you did that to your own people. Y'all gonna wanna know why you sell your own bumba clock people out, you know. The Most High, y'all gonna wanna know that. All right. He says, a reparations demand isn't based on what you think you can get. A reparations demand is based on what you are owed. What you are owed. It ain't like we just trying to get something from somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, poor me, oh, look at us, are we doing bad? Oh, because your systemic racism and all that, you know, which that also play a part. But that ain't why we really want reparations. You know what I mean? That ain't why you should get reparations. That ain't why reparations should be issued to you. It's issued to you because it's old. It is a debt owed from a long time ago that has accrued so great now after all these years. Do the right thing, man. And so the next steps require us educating our children, educating our communities, so that we can come up with solutions, including self-defense, that will protect us, added Dr. Carter. Because see, with money, we can now begin to train people like the Chinese do and have them people, you know, to protect our own communities with private security forces like, you know, Blackwater and all them people there. See, why is it okay for white people to have all these private security forces we don't know about? Then a big war going on. All of a sudden you hear about a private security force over in a war. And when I first heard that tripped me out. But I always knew there were a lot of merchants for hire out here. But I didn't know there was a whole damn like firm, and you got hundreds of thousands of men just weird to go overseas to go help the American soldiers fight a war. You willing to go and get your ass blown off? You must be getting paid a hell of a lot of money. And I'm pretty sure you are. I understand Blackwater was, you know, I guess celebrated for saving some American soldiers one time, you know, and supplying them. They were up Shit's Creek somewhere, and Blackwater came through and saved their ass and supplied them, you know. Where was your people? And then they got in some trouble about some shit that happened in some village. I think women and children got killed. And America wanted to throw them under the bus. Now that's your country for you. So we're gonna go on to another subject. You guys know that they've been having a lot of talks in the news lately about inflammation in not only children but human beings. That's older children called grown folks in the hearts because of certain COVID vaccines, whether it be Pfizer or Moderna or whichever one. They always want to tell you, oh, it's this one or it's that one. But in truth, they really don't know which one is doing it. The CDC is learning as it goes along. It's compiling information that comes in as it happens. So if that don't tell you being a test dummy, I don't know what. But this also right here can show you that you're being a test dummy. You see that? Now this is going to take you back to show you just why we, the black community, don't trust America and its vaccines. I want y'all to check this out. From 1955 to 1963, an estimated 10 to 30% of polio vaccines administered in the United States were contaminated with a simian virus 40, SV40, known as simian, S-I-M-I-A-N, all right? Simian virus 40, okay? This is a type of virus that contaminates. And we're going to see what kind of contamination that it does. And once again, this has been since 1955 to 1963. See, y'all didn't think Shaka was going to come out here. Y'all thought I was going to come ranting and raving. No, we're going to come out here and we're going to start doing a lot of receipts, fact finding. We're going to start showing you all. So y'all won't think I'm just here, you just ranting and raving. Or you just going off of talking points off of other black media personalities and all that bullshit. No. I'm 57 years old. I've been living this world for a little while. I see what the hell been going on. I've been knowing what's been going on. I don't need none of these black personalities, Tyreek Nasheed, none of them. And God bless them for being them, because they help. They got the money and they got the means. They're a little bigger. So them bringing up certain issues and topics and subjects that I might not know about and know about will lead me to go and investigate more and maybe come up with something that's similar to that, but maybe you didn't know about, like this, in which I'm about to school you on now. Because see, a lot of y'all be on that hate shit when it comes to the Nation of Islam and their information. To hell with your personal problem is with them. They have a magazine, they have a newspaper that's being sold all over the world, and it's sold in big volumes. I buy it every day. Well, not every day, I'm sorry, but I buy it almost every week from a brother that be right there on Massachusetts Avenue, coming up out of the daggone tunnel off of 395, headed towards Northwest, up towards the highway. They're going near that way, but not quite that way. So this has been since 1955 to 1963. And thank God they stopped. But, imagine the people that was affected with the simian virus 40, better known as SV40. Better known as SV40. Can y'all see that? SV40. All right. And you can look it up yourself. Or go buy the Final Call edition of June the 8th and read it for yourself. The virus came from monkey kidney cells. I want to say it again. Yeah, you heard me right. The virus came from monkey kidney cell cultures used to make polio vaccines at the time. Most of the contamination was in the inactivated polio vaccine, IPV. But it was also found in oral polio vaccine, OPV, after the contamination was discovered. The United States government established testing requirements to verify that all new lots of polio vaccines were free of SV40. Okay? Now, they're going to go in and show you the deepness about this. As the brother said, let's deal first with the last sentence from this CDC statement. Supposedly, pharmaceutical companies are required to provide data providing the safety of their vaccines. However, Attorney Robert Kennedy Jr. found out otherwise, as it is pointed out on page 201 of Dr. Judy Mikovits, all right, Mikovitz, Mikovits book, Plague of Corruption. So that's Dr. Mikovitz's book, Plague of Corruption. She wrote, Kennedy recently got an admission from the federal government that despite the requirement of the 1986 National Child Vaccine Inquiry Act, that a report must be provided to Congress every 2 years certifying that the vaccine schedule is safe. No such study had ever been done. Now, did y'all see that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? I'm going to read it one more time so y'all hear it. Kennedy recently got an, okay, this is attorney, all right? Robert Kennedy Jr. recently got an admission from the federal government that despite the requirements of the 1986 National Child Vaccine Inquiry Act, that a report must be provided to Congress every 2 years certifying that the vaccine schedules is safe. No such studies have ever been done. So how can the CDC claim no vaccines used today contain SV40, which causes cancer, by the way? In fact, there are laboratories equipped to determine what ingredients are in the new vaccines. Dr. Mikovits pointed us to Corvelva experts who in 2018 investigated the new this is a hard word. The new Priorix Tetra vaccine. The new Priorix Tetra vaccine. It was produced by GlaxoSmithKline to prevent measles, rubella, mumps, and varicella. Investigators found in it immunodeficiencies. That's what it's called. Yes. Immunodeficiencies, virus of kidneys, a virus of monkeys. Let's say that again, because I know I'd mess that all up. All right. They say GlaxoSmithKline, these are the ones who made this vaccine to prevent measles, rubella, mumps, and varicella. Investigators found in it immunodeficiencies, virus of monkeys. So the CDC is lying on that point, because that's the SV40 that causes cancer. The vaccine program in America learned that PHS, Public Health Service, had infected them with a cancer-producing virus. As a result, millions of unsuspecting Americans received carcinogenic vaccines between 1961 and 1963. The Public Health Service then concealed that secret for 40 years. All right? And you wonder why black people don't trust you all with vaccines and how y'all been testing on us and doing all kind of wicked shit. Now, this ain't got nothing to do with the eugenics or the syphilis program down in Tuskegee. This is some other shit. So imagine all the other shit they've been doing. Just imagine. And people coming up with all these different sicknesses. And this is going to show you some shit right here. In 1996, government researchers identified SV40 in 23% of the blood specimens and 45% of the sperm specimens collected from healthy adults. 6% of the children born between 1980 and 1995 are affected. Okay? Today, SV40 is used in research laboratories throughout reliably carcinogenic. All right? Researchers use it to produce a wide variety of bone and soft tissue concerns including mesothelioma and brain tumors in animals. All right? These cancers have exploded in the baby boom generations. Now, did y'all hear that? I mean, my mom and all them. That's why all these people, they, keep coming up with cancers. I just found out some shit today about a brother of mine, you know what I mean? Rastafari, bless. Dealing with this cancer business. Selassie. Now check this out. And I knew this. I've been asking people about this for a while, and I knew this. Because I'm like, where are some of these damn cancers, you can't even name the name of them. All right. These concerns have exploded in the baby boom generation, which received the Salk and Sabin polio vaccines between 1955 and 63. Skin cancers are up by 70%, lymphoma and prostate by 66%, and brain cancers by 34%. Do y'all hear that? Prior to 1950, mesothelioma was rare in humans. Now, did y'all hear that? Prior to 1950, mesothelioma was rare in humans. Today, doctors diagnose nearly 3,000 Americans with mesothelioma every year. And that's because of your SV40. Huh? And y'all wonder why we have a problem with your daggone vaccines, and we have a problem with all your other fuckery that you're trying to give us, and you always want to push on the black community. You always want to use us as the face and poster child of all negativity and all things need to be done for us. That's in good faith for us. Since when you have good faith for us when you can't even cut us a check for reparations? Which would be in your best interest to bring us out in a more equal playing field, to help bring us up out of the poor deficit into a more economical, challenging, empowered deficit. You know what I mean? That we can be more, empowered economically by way of having the finances to do the things that we need to do. We can build off this. We don't need no government for nothing. Peel us off right. We have our own doctors. We have people we can invest into. In Africa, America, and the Caribbean, all these black people in the Latin countries, we can invest in them and they can work with our research. We don't need y'all. A lot of y'all stuff, y'all stealing from us anyway. You take all our inventions and all our patents and say, you the one who made it, Mr. Eli Whitney, lying ass. So, I say all this to say, look, let me tell y'all something. Y'all keep following America and this foolishness. Y'all keep drinking the Kool-Aid and keep on buying that damn soap they selling. They showing videos on Facebook about how people gonna be looking like zombies. Hey, I don't know. This country is in fascination with zombies. Every damn movie damn near come out. Every other movie is something about some zombies. I mean, how many spins can you put on a zombie movie? I mean, it's just terrible. This new movie y'all got out, man, with your boy, my man playing. I know he just playing to get that bag. You know what I mean? But man, the brother from Power, who played Ghost. I can't remember his name right off, but y'all women know who I'm talking about. Mr. Good Looking. He playing in a zombie movie. I mean, but it's all good. As long as he's still eating and he working, that's all that matters. But that pretty much bring me to my conclusion of what I want to talk about tonight, y'all. I just want to pull out some receipts and give some hardcore facts tonight, man. So y'all can stop all this cooning and carrying on out here, man. If we all stick together and we come on cold, we can really get a lot of things done, So that's been another edition of Black Issues with your boy and your man, Shaka bin Judah. And I hope that I will see you, Lord willing, again, inshallah, in Rastafari.